Hello everyone. This is Group 10, and here we will present you our supplier consumer platform project. My team members are represented. My name is Tamerlan Turabay.
My name is Sholdom Messenger.
My name is Alian Talgatov.
My name is Diar Kibashев.
So as you can see, me and Sanjar, we created backend and frontend for the web application, and Alian and Diar created the mobile application that we will present at the end of this presentation.
The motivation for our application was to create a convenient multi-platform collaboration between food suppliers and institutional consumerism, like hotels, restaurants, etc., which creates pre-approved relationships with controlled access. The problems we identified were fragmented communication, irrelevance of catalogs, lack of a unified ordering system, and unstructured complaint workflows. And our solution addresses all these problems by creating a unified, secure, and role-based platform.
So the objectives are to build a scalable architecture, create a role-based interface, implement linking, orders, complaints, and messaging, and ensure security.
In this slide, we are presenting use case diagrams, and overall, this diagram gives a clear view of how each role participates in the system. For example, administrator can manage users, and consumers can manage own baskets.
So here's the UML class diagram. The SCP platform structures all interactions between consumers and suppliers through clearly defined entities and relationships. Consumers place orders for supplier products, with each order an item tracked for status and workflow consistency. Issues, messages, and consumer-supplier links ensure smooth communication and problem resolution. Suppliers manage staff, onboarding, and incident logs, supported by standardized enums for roles and statuses. So you can see the entities in our table.
For the sequence diagram, the order flow goes like this. First, the consumer creates an order, then the controller checks the link and availability, then the supplier confirms, the stock gets written off, and at the end, the notification goes to the consumer.
Okay, so in the activity diagram, our entities are users, consumers, suppliers, products, orders, issues, and messages. For example, the consumer supplier link manages relationships, or staff and permissions provide role-based access. The platform automatically makes some business logic flow. For example, complaints go to auto assign, to the escalation manager, and then to the owner.
This slide shows a component diagram, which shows us several layers of the project. So there are there are presentation, business, data, and database layer. Also, we included security and configuration layer. Security is need for security, and configuration is need to link all layers together.
So here is the entity relationship diagram. We created it using the pgadmin. This ER diagram depicts the SCP platform's complete data model. Users are central, linking to consumers, suppliers, staff, and messages, notifications, issues, and other stuff. Consumers and suppliers interact through consumer-supplier links, products, baskets, orders, and purchase history, while issues and messaging track communication and problem resolution. Supplier staff, incident logs, and onboarding cases support team management, operations, and supplier verification.
Okay, so we designed an interface to be different for each role. For example, the consumers can see the marketplace, orders, chat, complaints, and the basket or shopping cart. And for the supplier, for example, owners can see stock, orders, team, and link requests. And for example, you can assign manager to see only operational tools, salesperson to see customer operation, and admin to see like the onboarding, user panel, and etc.
So for our stacks, for the web app, we use the PostgreSQL, and everything was written on Java. For frontend, Bootstrap and JavaScript were used. As for the mobile app, it was written on React Native. Language is obviously TypeScript, and the backend integration was done also on PostgreSQL, but inside the web applications called Supabase.
For the security, we used bcrypt hashing, role-based security, and then logging strict validations through admin. Bcrypt hashing is need to save all passwords not as a string but a hash function. And role-based security needs for example, to prevent that common user can change users and other users as admin. And strict validations through admin, so each user should be validated through documentation and through admin only.
So testing and evaluation, this part can be seen in our report. The JUnit test covered link flows, order lifecycle, issue escalation, messaging, and security enforcement. Also, we have provided the timing of how fast our project works.
And for future works and for features to be implemented are some like real-time notifications, more analytics, reporting, of course, the actual payment integration, microservices refactoring, and internationalization.
In conclusion, our SCP platform covers most of the problems that B2B has. It has scalable architecture, role-based system and interface, implemented linking, orders, complaints, and secure platform.
So thank you. And now Alen and Diyar will show us their mobile apps.
So we'll start with the supplier platform, and you'll see how the mobile app works.
Okay, let me share my screen. Can you see? Yeah. Here's the interface for the authentication screen. We can, of course, sign up, but for the demonstration, I will log in as an existing supplier. We put our email, we put our password, and we sign in. Here we can manage our stock, where we can add a new item. We can upload a photo. We can choose like any photo. We can give it some name, give it some description, put a unit, put a price per unit, for example, 200, put inventory quantity, and a category, and save item. And it will appear in our stock where we can then edit it or toggle visibility. Then for the managers and salespersons, you can, in the admin tab, you have a team section where you can add the new members, where you invite them by their email, you assign them a position, for example, salesperson, and you give them roles. For example, salesperson can only chat with customers, review link requests, view orders, and view stock, but they cannot update anything, and they cannot manage company profile or employees. For example, I have 3 existing roles here, and one has all permissions, one has only 2 permissions, one has these permissions. And if I log in as this role, for example, that can only view orders and view stock, let me do that real quick. We can see that we see the stock, but we cannot edit any items. We can see the orders, but we cannot edit any of them. We cannot see the chat, and we cannot edit the profile of the business. And now the Alen will show the consumer side of the application.
Let me share my screen. Okay. So here we have the same login page. We sign in as a consumer. I have created an account already. As you can see, the interface is very similar, but here we can see all the suppliers and the status, whether we're linked with them or not. As you can see, we can send a link request here. Then on the second page, we can order items. For example, if we choose this supplier, we have these 3 items, and then we can add them to cart, choose the amount we need. Let's put the minimum and submit the order. Now the supplier needs to confirm the order and put the status here. Here you can see the previous orders and all the different statuses that could be possible. And also we can chat with our businesses as a consumer. For example, here our new order has been placed already, and we can upload images if needed and send messages. For example, I sent an order like this.
Yeah. Right now I logged in as another supplier, for example, and I can accept the LN's request.
Yes.
I put accept,
And this was the supplier. And now we update, and our link has been established. And now we can order. Let's put this here.
The wrong one.
Let me update. Yes, this is the new business. And we add this item. And our order has been confirmed. Now we wait here.
Now in the chat, we see the message that the new order has been placed. We can, of course, chat. And I, as a supplier, can update the status of the order, like, for example, for confirmed. And then we'll see it in the order history.
So that's basically it. This is how our mobile app works from the side of consumer and from the side of the supplier.